Y'all, I am absolutely floored right now. Jessica Alba and Cash Warren are getting divorced after 17 years of marriage. 17 years, you guys. These two were literally relationship goals for so many people, and now it's just over. I'm not going to lie. This one hurts because they seemed like one of the most solid couples in Hollywood. Welcome back to Donkey Gossip, where we spill all the celebrity tea. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because, honey, 2025 is serving us breakup after breakup, and you don't want to miss a single update. All right, let's dive into this mess. So, Jessica and Cash met back in 2004 on the set of Fantastic Four. He was a production assistant, she was the lead actress playing Invisible Woman, and apparently it was love at first sight. They dated for a few years, and then in 2008, when Jessica was 9 months pregnant with their first daughter, Honor, they eloped and got married. Like, how romantic is that? They didn't care about a big fancy wedding. They just wanted to be together. Fast forward to 2025, and they have 3 kids together. Honor is 17 now, Haven is 13, and their son, Hayes, is 7. And from the outside looking in, everything seemed perfect. Jessica built this billion-dollar empire with The Honest Company. Cash was producing films. They seemed happy, but clearly something was going wrong behind closed doors. The news broke in February when Jessica filed for divorce in Los Angeles. And the crazy part, they announced it with this joint statement that was so similar to the one Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness released when they split. So people immediately noticed and started side-eyeing the whole situation. Their statement said something like, we have thoughtfully and carefully come to the decision to divorce. We move forward with love and respect for one another and our children, which, okay, that's nice and all, but we want the real tea, you know? What actually happened? According to insiders, there were warning signs for months before the official announcement. Jessica had stopped wearing her wedding ring as early as November 2024. She was posting on Instagram without it, showing up to events solo, and people started noticing. But everyone just assumed she was busy with work, or maybe she just didn't like wearing jewelry. Turns out it was way more than that. Sources close to the couple are saying that the main issue was they just grew apart. Jessica has been absolutely killing it with her business ventures. The Honest Company made her a billionaire. She's got multiple brands. She's on magazine covers. She's everywhere. Meanwhile, Cash has been working as a producer, but let's be real, he's not at the same level of fame or success that Jessica is. And apparently that created a lot of tension. One insider said that Cash felt like he was living in Jessica's shadow. Like, everywhere they went, it was all about her. He was just Jessica Alba's husband, not Cash Warren, the producer. And after 17 years of that, it started to wear on him. But wait, there's more. Because other sources are saying that Jessica was the one who was unhappy. Apparently, she felt like Cash wasn't ambitious enough. Like, he was too comfortable just coasting on her success and not really pushing himself. She's this powerhouse businesswoman running $1 billion company, and he's just chilling. That's going to create resentment, right? There are also whispers about possible infidelity, but nothing's been confirmed. Some gossip blogs reported that Cash was spotted getting cozy with a mystery woman at a bar in LA back in December. But then other sources came out and said that by December, they were already separated. So technically, it wouldn't even be cheating. Still, if that's true, it shows that he moved on fast. On Jessica's side, she's been completely focused on her kids and her business. According to people close to her, she's actually relieved the marriage is over. Like, she'd been unhappy for a while, but was trying to make it work for the kids. But once she made the decision to leave, it was like this huge weight lifted off her shoulders. What's really interesting is that they're reportedly being super amicable about the whole thing. The divorce is apparently going smoothly. They've agreed on custody arrangements, and they're committed to co-parenting, which is great for the kids, obviously. But it also makes you wonder if maybe they should have just stayed together if they can be that friendly about splitting up, you know? Now, let's talk about the money situation because Jessica is loaded. The Honest Company is worth over $1 billion, and she owns a significant stake in it. Plus, she's got all her acting money, endorsement deals, real estate, investments. the works. Cash has money too from his producing work, but it's nowhere near what Jessica has. Yeah, according to legal experts, California is a community property state, which means everything earned during the marriage gets split 50-50. So Cash could potentially walk away with hundreds of millions of dollars. Some sources are saying Jessica's team is trying to negotiate a settlement to avoid a messy court battle, but we'll see how that plays out. And the internet has been going wild over this divorce. Twitter is literally having a meltdown. Someone tweeted, Jessica Alba and Cash Warren getting divorced proves that even meeting on a movie set and having a romantic elopement doesn't guarantee forever. And honestly, facts. Another person said, Cash Warren is about to be the richest ex-husband in Hollywood thanks to California divorce laws. Which is probably true, but also, is he really just going to take her money and run? We'll find out. And then there are people saying stuff like, I knew something was off when Jessica stopped posting him on Instagram. Because, yeah, if you go back and look at her social media from the past year, Cash is basically nowhere to be found. Yeah, it's all about her kids, and her business. He's been erased. Some people are also bringing up the fact that Jessica and Cash had completely different backgrounds and lifestyles. She grew up in the entertainment industry, started acting as a kid, built this massive career. He grew up in LA as the son of actor Michael Warren, but he was never the spotlight type. He preferred working behind the scenes, and maybe after 17 years, those differences just became too much. There's also speculation about whether Jessica might have someone new in her life. She's been spotted out with friends a lot lately, looking happy and glowing. Some fans are like, she's giving divorced and thriving energy. And honestly, she kind of is. She seems lighter, freer, happier than she's looked in years. As for Cash, he's been keeping a super low profile. He hasn't posted anything on social media about the divorce, hasn't made any statements, just staying quiet, which is probably the smart move, honestly. Let Jessica handle the PR, stay out of the drama, and focus on the kids. But I will say this, the fact that they managed to keep their marriage issues private for so long is impressive. In Hollywood, where everyone's business is out in the streets within 5 minutes, they kept this under wraps. Nobody saw it coming, and that's rare. So what's next for Jessica and Cash? Well, Jessica's probably going to keep building her empire, being a boss, and living her best life. There's even talk that she might start dating again soon, which would be wild. Can you imagine the tabloid frenzy when Jessica Alba gets a new boyfriend? Cash will probably continue producing, stay involved with the kids, and hopefully figure out his own path outside of being Jessica Alba's husband. Maybe this divorce will actually be good for him, give him a chance to find his own identity. As for their kids, I really hope they're okay. Divorce is hard at any age, but having teenagers and a young kid going through this can't be easy. At least Jessica and Cash seem committed to co-parenting and keeping things civil for their sake. At the end of the day, this divorce is a reminder that even the relationships that look perfect from the outside can be falling apart behind closed doors. Jessica and Cash seemed like they had it all, but clearly something wasn't working. And maybe sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is walk away. All right, you guys. That's all I've got on the Jessica Alba and Cash Warren divorce for now. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already. I want to know, are you Team Jessica or Team Cash? Do you think the money is going to cause drama? And who do you think will move on first? Let me know in the comments because I love reading your theories. Stay messy, and remember, the donkey always knows. Catch you in the next video. Bye.